Good morning, Stingrays. I hope you are all okay and that you are all getting on okay with your home learning so far. Not long now until we are all back together. We are really excited to be back in the classroom with you all. I hope you are too. Okay, so I've come on this morning because our maths lesson today can be a little bit tricky, but hopefully after you've watched this video you will be able to understand it a little bit more. Okay then, so our anchor today is that we're looking at what does translate mean, okay? You've got your key vocabulary there, which has been all week. And by the end of today, you are going to be able to translate shapes using coordinates. So your work so far with coordinates has been brilliant, and myself and Mrs. Lawton are really impressed with the amount of prior learning that you have with coordinates. So well done. Hopefully you've looked at translation before, but don't worry if you haven't, because we're going to go through it today and make it a little bit easier for you. Okay then, so your anchor then, what does translate mean? So you can see a picture here of Google Translate. So we know that we can go on to Google Translate to translate different languages. But what could it mean in maths? So I want you to pause this video just for a couple of minutes, might only need 1 minute. And I want you to write down or tell an adult at home, what do you think translate means if we're looking at it in maths? Okay then, so translate means that we are going to move the shape to somewhere else in basic terms. Now we're not changing the shape, we are just moving the shape, okay? Now, the best way to do this is for you to choose one point on this. So for example, on this square. Now they're not always squares that you will have to translate, but for this example it is. So literally just choose one point, and I'm going to choose the point there that says A, okay? Now it says translate this shape 2 squares right. So I know that this point is going to go 2 squares right, so it's going to go 1, oops, that's left. 1, 2, okay? So 2 squares right and 1 square up there, okay? Now this point is now here. So I can now draw my shape knowing that the point there is that area of the shape. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 because that's how long my shape is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go across 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go back up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally go across 4 as well. Okay. So yes, you do sometimes you overlap the shape. Don't worry, okay, because you have done that correctly. All you really need to remember is just choose one point. Now that point can be any point on that square or shape. Okay, so I'm going to show you on this one here. So here we've got another square. So I'm going to show you this shape, this point here today, okay, for this one. Okay, so here it says translate this shape 2 squares down and 1 square left. So down, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and then 1 square left. I'm going to go left the right way now, which is there, okay? So I know now that that point has moved to this new coordinate here, okay? So I'm going to draw my square, so I go up 2 and across 2. So remember that that's my bottom left corner. So I go up 2, I go across 2, I go down 2, and then finally join my square up and go back across to the point. Obviously you will be using a ruler, it's quite tricky for me to show you this on the screen, okay, but I hope that that makes sense to you, because I will show you now. I change my colour to pink. If I chose this corner here and I change my pen to blue, and I do exactly the same, so I go 2 squares down, so I know that I come, oops, let's just get my highlighter back, so I go 1, 2, and then 1 square left, which would be there, and look at that. That would be my top right hand corner, and there we go, it's right there. Okay, so always remember to pick any corner of your shape and move just that one corner. The shape doesn't need to change, it's just that you are moving the position of the shape itself. I hope that makes it a little bit easier for you today. Remember, keep looking back on this video if you are stuck. But the main point is just choose one side, one point of your shape, move just that one point, and then just draw your shape as it would be. Have a super day, and if you are stuck, please email or message me on Dojo and we will be there to help as soon as possible. Bye!